someday I'll be dead. Name's Greg and someday I'll be dead. Name's Greg, my name's Greg, but you can call me Grebig. My name's Greg and someday I'll be dead.
Good day and greetings and welcome to Sunday, April the 5th, 2026. It's Easter Sunday. For those of you who participate in Easter, happy Easter. I am currently down here in Johnstown, New York, backed in, getting unloaded. It's 8:45 in the a.m., 41 degrees Fahrenheit. It's raining. And just like that, it is 10 after 1 in the afternoon. The delivery of the day has been made. Took my empty trailer down to Skodak Landing, New York. Dropped it, picked up the loaded trailer that I'm taking up to Solvay, New York. It is currently raining. And I am taking my 30-minute waste of time break down here at this rest area on the 390. It's the first rest area on the 390. Actually, it's the only one. And I roll westbound with a load. And that's what's going on. Uno, dos, 1, 2, 3, cuatro. What a day. It's 5:30 in the p.m. back here in the yard in Syracuse. Went out to Solvay, dropped the loaded trailer, grabbed an empty trailer, brought it back here to the yard, topped off my fuel tanks. Oh yeah, I dropped the empty trailer before I topped off my fuel tanks. Took care of the paperwork and the computer work and everything that I usually do at the end of the day. And now I'm going to go home, enjoy my evening, because tomorrow is another day. Hopefully. I don't need that. I do need these to see though. And I'm going to fight with the seat belt. That has some issues. Then I'm going to put my foot on the brake. I'm going to put the truck in drive. D is for drive. Release the tractor brakes. I already have the trailer brakes released because I did the pre-trip. Gonna roll up my window so it doesn't get too windy in here. I'm gonna check the mirrors. Oh yeah, I gotta write down what time I'm leaving. I am leaving here at 12:30 in the afternoon. I arrived here at 11:45 a.m. All right. Dropping and hooking and dropping, tug check. All right, brakes work, trailer's still there. That's a beautiful thing. Dropping and hooking and dropping and hooking, trailers, that is. Dropping and hooking and dropping, hooking, trailers. Ogdensburg, New York. Big delivery of the day. Taking care of the old drop and hook blues. They have returns today, so I'm just going back to Syracuse. My nose is itching, pardon me. Started the day off with a little excitement. I came in at 7:45 because the load wasn't going to be into the yard until 8 a.m. The driver arrived just before 8 a.m. Tandems were slid all the way back on the trailer, which is a big no-no in New York State, or the Northeast for that matter. I'm not going to get into that. And you dropped the trailer, I hooked up to it, doing my pre-trip, and the driver who picked up this load brought the trailer up here from Pittston, Pennsylvania, tandem slid all the way back and the tandems were not locked in. The pins weren't locked. So I went over and talked to the driver, and I told him, you know, hey, you know, those pins weren't locked in. And all he could tell me is that the handle was bent. He couldn't get it to slide, so he just went with it. Which was true. The handle to release the tandem pins was bent. So instead of getting it fixed or calling somebody and saying, hey, I can't slide the tandems, he just brought it to me and let me worry about it. So needless to say, I really wasn't too impressed with the situation. But got it fixed. I ended up sitting in the yard for about an hour and a half while the bar got fixed. And it was all good. Rolled on up here to Ogdensburg, New York, and took care of the drop and hook blues. I think I'm repeating myself there. We're heading back to Syracuse. It's a little chilly. We had some snow in the air this morning. I think I'm all caught up here. It is Monday. It's April the 6th, 2026. And I'm just happy to be here. So it is currently 20 after 6 in the evening, 42 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm all done for the day. Got back from Ogdensburg, dropped the trailer that I had, bobtailed over to Solvay, grabbed an empty trailer, shuttled that back here to the yard, then bobtailed back over there again, picked up another empty trailer, which I am using for my load for tomorrow. Just swept that out so it's all good to go because it's easier to sweep in the daylight than it is the dark. And I could have gone out there or headed out that way, got a little more time for the day, but I think I'm gonna go home, get a bite to eat, take a nap, and then we'll come back tomorrow and do this all over again. that is such an awesome sound. Good day and greetings and welcome to Tuesday, April the 7th, 2026. It's currently 6:40 in the AM, 31 degrees Fahrenheit. Out here in Macedon, New York, picking up a load going to Muncie, Pennsylvania. Drove through some heavy snow and rain mix on the way out here with some heavy winds, which was fun to drive through an empty trailer, but made it happen like I always do. And just looking forward to the weekend as always. And that was driving on the thruway with an empty trailer. With an empty trailer. I gotta slow down. Gotta slow down the pace. Learn how to talk. I never learned anyway. But sometimes the mind here gets faster than the words. These things happen. Been happening for years, and probably will continue to do so. That is a loud blinker. And it's really fun getting out of here. It is 7:40 in the AM, all loaded up out here in Macedon. Rolling down to Muncie. Sometimes I repeat myself in case you didn't hear me the first time. Sometimes I repeat myself in case you didn't hear me the first time. And I'm off. Leave me much room. That's okay. Let's see how close I can get to the front of your car. How you like that, apples? That's my favorite game. How close can I get to your vehicle without hitting it? If you back up or honk your horn, I get a point. Sounds like a fair game to me. Still got some flurries up in the air. Wind's still blowing pretty good. This here is Route 441 West. This will take me up to 490. Take that over to 590 to 390. Down to 86 to 99, 15, into the hills of Pennsylvania. And if you've been watching, you know how much these bulldogs like hills. I don't know if I've said anything about this truck. It's coming up on the right here. It's a yellow and white Dodge with a red grille and front bumper. Every time I see it, I think of Ronald McDonald. Enough said. Oh, it's a beautiful day down here in Muncie, PA. Just finished up with the big delivery of the day. Rolling out to Lock Haven, Pennsylvania to pick up a load that is going to Niagara Falls, which I might possibly be delivering, but they had me planned to deliver a load in Potsdam tomorrow. And I told my dispatcher I don't have a doubles endorsement, and not for nothing, Niagara Falls and Potsdam aren't really close to each other. So the plan for this present moment in time is to pick up the load that is going to Niagara Falls, call down to the office. I might be taking it down to HQ and picking up my load for Potsdam, or I'm going to head out to Niagara Falls and deliver this in the morning tomorrow. Some people would call that, what would they call it? Organized confusion, I think. I don't know, but it's a windy, chilly day out here on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. It's currently 12:35. Bulldog says it's 44, but I think it's actually in the upper 30s. I'm just thankful that it's not snowing right now. From what I saw, it's supposed to be in the mid-60s this weekend. That'll be pretty sweet. Okay, it's 2:25 in the afternoon, 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Wrapping up my 30-minute waste of time break down here in Lock Haven, Pennsylvania. Took care of the old drop and hook blues. Picked up a load going to Niagara Falls, New York, taking this to HQ. And then I believe the plan is to either get my load or pick up my load there for Potsdam tomorrow. But I don't know if I'm going to pick up the load for Potsdam or if they had it picked up and brought to the yard. I don't have that piece of information yet, but I will find that out once I get there. I work on a need-to-know basis. When I need to know what it is I'm doing, they let me know and I do it. It's time to roll out. Down to 4 hours left on the DOT clock for the day. I'm not sure where I'm going to be taking my 10-hour break. I'll find that out too once I get down to HQ. Punch it, Chewy. Oh, that squirrel didn't make it. Poor little guy. Jumping on the 220 south, I do believe. Gonna take that over to Interstate 80 eastbound and down to 81 north. Rolling through the hills of Pennsylvania out to HQ. That's what I'm gonna do. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Yabba-dabba-doo. I'll just stop. Sounds good to me. It's 5:45, 38 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm here at HQ. Loaded trailer, hooked up to my load for tomorrow in the morning. I have 45 minutes left on the clock, so I'm just going to take my 10-hour break here. And then tomorrow's another day. Rolling northbound and down up the Potsdam. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let them bed bugs bite. My grandfather used to say that all the time. Good day and greetings and welcome to Wednesday, I do believe, April the 8th, 2026. It is currently 4:05 in the AM, 23 degrees Fahrenheit, rolling up Interstate 81 north here in the hills of Pennsylvania. Northbound and down, loaded up in trucking, rolling out to Potsdam, New York. Well, good morning, Mr. Sunshine. How you doing? All right, it's going on 10 a.m. It's 29 degrees Fahrenheit. All done with the big delivery of the day out here in Potsdam. And I'm rolling out to Plattsburgh. Picking up a load either for Canandaigua or someplace down in New Jersey. I won't know until the message comes in where the load's going to. And I still can't talk, but that's nothing new. And I also have to take my 30-minute waste of time break along the way. Nice and smooth there. Well, I want to drive that. Up here in Plattsburgh, New York, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Just took care of the old drop and hook blues. Picked up a load that is going to Canandaigua, New York. I don't have enough drive time to make it back to Syracuse. So I'm going to shoot for Watertown. And I'm going to have to take a detour because downtown Malone right now is shut down through traffic because they're tearing buildings down. So you got to take a little bit of a detour. It takes you a few miles out of your way. So I'll be jumping on 122 off of Route 11, taking 122 over to 37 and 37 into Malone and be on my way. I do believe I can catch 11B in that part of 37. It's like right across the way. I'll find that out when I get there. Except for the temperatures, it's a pretty nice day outside. Mr. Sunshine is shining. And making it happen like I always do. And as always, looking forward to the weekend. Looks like we got some piggyback going on up ahead. See if I can catch up to him. Oh, it looks like he's going on 374. I thought maybe he would be going down 87. So I'll probably be following this driver back along Route 11. Oh no, he's turning off on the 22. Route 22, what you gonna do? Nice. That looks like it'd be fun. Or interesting anyway. Oh, it's dead buggy season on the windshield. Well, it's 4:45 in the afternoon. Shut down here at the Loves in Watertown. Didn't have enough drive time to make it back to the yard. I had enough on the 14-hour clock, just not on the drive time. So I'm going to take an 11-hour break here. I have my assignment for tomorrow. Not overly impressed with it, but it is what is asked of me to do. So I will do that. I'm doing a double turn and burn between Solvay and Watertown. Hopefully it won't be a short day. And if it is a short day, hopefully it's not a late start on Friday. Right now, I have 23 hours and 56 minutes left on my 70. Good times. So I'm going to go inside, get something to eat, violate some plumbing, you know, the usual. And then do this all over again tomorrow. Oh, it's only Thursday. Tomorrow. I got to stop working on Sundays. Cheers. D for drive. Brake check. All right, brakes work, trailer's still there. That's a beautiful thing. Oh, good day and greetings and welcome to Thursday, February the 9th, 2026. It's 4 a.m., 47 degrees Fahrenheit. Wrapping up my break here at the Loves up in Watertown, New York. Rolling back to the yard in Syracuse. And then getting on with my day. This will not be my first time in Watertown today, unless things have changed and no one has told me about the plans changing yet. That would be nothing new. But it's time to get rolling. It's time to make it happen. It's time to do all those things that I do. All right, it's 7 a.m. Dropped my loaded trailer back at the yard. Was supposed to bobtail over here to Solvay. Hold on, I'll do this after the turn signal shuts off. All right, one more time. It's a little after 7 a.m. down here in Syracuse, Solvay, whichever you prefer. Good morning, Mr. Sunshine. You're awful bright today. Dropped my loaded trailer over there at the yard in Syracuse, topped off my fuel tanks. I was supposed to bobtail over here to Solvay, grab an empty trailer, and then boogie on up to Watertown. However, somebody dropped a load that was going to Solvay in the yard in Syracuse, so I brought that over here, dropped it, grabbed an empty trailer, and now I'm rolling up to Watertown on this beautiful Thursday morning. It's a great day to be alive. Life definitely is not perfect, but life is as good as it can be right at this present moment. Just out here living the dream. I don't know whose dream it is that I am living, but I sure am living it. 81 South, town of Hastings, yellow lights are flashing, flashing. It pays to drive casually. Yeah, Mr. Sunshine, how you doing? Alright, back on the highway. I got things to do here. Places to go and things to do. That's what I got going on over here. You know what I'm saying? Alright, it's 11:48 in the morning. According to the Bulldog, it's 64 degrees outside. I'm guessing it's probably about 60 because the thermometer on the Bulldog is usually a few degrees off. Just to catch you up to date here, I picked up a load up there in Watertown, took it down to Solvay, dropped it. We had no empty trailers. I was supposed to go back up to Watertown, pick up another load to take down to Solvay to drop, but there has been a big change of plans. I am bob-tailing down to HQ, down in the hills of Pennsylvania, and picking up my load for tomorrow, which I don't even know if I'm going to be able to deliver or not because of the time I have left on my DOT clock for the week. I guess we'll figure that out as needed. But it's a beautiful day out here in central New York. Making it happen. If you stay in the right lane, you go to 81 North. I heard they put a roundabout on that. But I haven't traveled it yet, so I don't know. I don't really have time to find out today. This here is the new ramp to 81 South. That wind is just blowing pretty hard today. Looks pretty nice. Nice and smooth. Yeah, you can hear the wind just blowing. Gotta get over so I don't get squished. That there is a nice truck. It's clean, simple, to the point. I'd drive it. Old Freightliner Century. Down here in, where the heck am I? Cortland in New York, I do believe. Used to be exit 10 off the 81 South. Out here at this pit stop, truck stop. I think, yeah, it's an Envo now. Just got some lunch. Took my 30-minute waste of time break. On my way down to HQ, picking up my load for tomorrow. I believe I just discussed that. Holy cow. It's been one of those days, one of those weeks, and I'm looking forward to all of it being done and over with. Looking forward to the weekend. Okay, it's 1 o'clock. It's time to rock. Lunchtime is over. Time to get back on the highway to HQ. Hopping back on Interstate 81, southbound and down. Bob Dallin. I have the yield. And we're off. It's a beautiful day here in upstate New York. It's 5 o'clock in the evening. Just shut down here at the Loves and Bingo Town. I'm gonna go in and get something to eat, violate some plumbing, take a nap, and then venture on with my day tomorrow. It's always so much fun getting out of here. So, good day and greetings and welcome to Friday, April the 10th, 2026. It's currently 48 degrees Fahrenheit, wrapping up my 10-hour break. Actually, it was an 11-hour break down here at the Loves and Bingo Town. Had to go back in. I forgot to grab something when I went in earlier, and I realized it just before I left. First time. So, rolling northbound and down. Big 2-stop delivery today. And the 70-hour clock is ticking down. Right around the 11-hour mark right now. So things are going to get interesting. I have plenty of time for the deliveries. It's what they want to do after the deliveries that have me concerned. For right now, I'm going to get through the parking lot here. Head out to Interstate 81 and roll northbound and down, loaded up and trucking on this beautiful, beautiful Friday morning. Did I mention that it's 48 degrees Fahrenheit? I probably did. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. So it's 10 after 8 in the a.m. Arrived here at stop number 1 at 8 a.m. It's 44 degrees Fahrenheit up here in Ogdensburg, New York. I have a second delivery in Potsdam, New York. Getting a little bit of a light rain starting to fall. And it's Friday. Thank goodness it's Mother Flippin' Friday. Okay, it's 9 a.m. Hopping off Route 37 West onto Route 68 East. All done with the first part of the big deliveries of the day. Delivery 1 is done. Got a little light precipitation happening. Thankfully it's not snow, just rain. On my way out to Potsdam, New York. And looking forward to the weekend. Boy, am I looking forward to the weekend. Anybody need a camper? There's some for sale over there on the left. Blevins Brothers Incorporated RV Center up here in Ogdensburg. Check them out. Tell them Grebig sent you. And they'll be like, who? Exactly. Well, it is currently 10:38 in the AM. It is 44 degrees Fahrenheit. Rolling through the village of Potsdam, New York. Just wrapped up the second delivery of the day, so both deliveries are done and over with. And I am rolling across the village here, or across town, to pick up a load that I will take down to Solvay and drop. Right now I have 4 hours and 50 minutes left on my 70-hour clock for the week. This pickup usually doesn't take too long, and then it's about a little over 2.5 hour drive back to the Syracuse area. And I have to take my 30-minute waste of time break along the way, which I'm thinking about doing at the Loves. That way I can go in and get some lunch there at the Macbeth or Godfather's or something. And then venture on down to the yard in Syracuse. Well, actually, Solvay, then Syracuse, and then I'll be done for the week. And then I can enjoy my weekend. I got things to do. I believe I've been out since, what, Tuesday? Wednesday? I don't know. I've been out 3 nights. Technically, I'm classified as a day tripper. When the job was first explained to me, it was, well, you should be home every day, but there's a chance you might get stuck out once in a while. And I usually get stuck out 2 or 3 times a week, which I don't have a problem with. Don't get me wrong here. Just yesterday, I thought I was making it home. It was looking like I was going to make it home after being out for 2 nights. And that didn't work out. Now, if I had signed up for like a regional gig or like a road gig, you know, where you're out all the time, then that's fine. That's what I signed up for. I don't know. There's going to be some changes coming soon. I know I say that all the time, but sometimes things take a little bit longer than what you hope to happen. All right, green means go. Go, man, go. Now, usually when I'm driving through this part of Potsdam, take the door off. Oh, I thought that car was going to take the door off. I'll take your door off. I got nothing better to do. Anyway, normally when I'm driving through this part of Potsdam, I would stay on Route 11 and I would make this left turn up here at this light. But where I'm going is off of Route 56. So I will not be taking the left turn at this light, but I will be making the left turn at the next light. This would be Route 56 South. The sign says it's also 11 North. I think back at the light, if you don't go off to the left, if you go off to the right, it brings you through here. I've never gone that way. I've always just kind of bared off to the left. And the phone calls start. Got the green arrow. Yeah, just a different side of Potsdam than what I have shown before. Up on the left would be SUNY Potsdam College. I have a friend who went there, a friend of mine from high school. She lives out in Utah now. I'll take off your door. It's a take off the door Friday. You're on the Grebig channel, right? Nah, let's not say we did. We don't need to fill out an accident report and take pictures and drug tests and all that fun stuff on a Friday. Ooh, free recliner. A little damp right now, but it's free. Sitting on the curb. Okay, it's 11:55 in the AM. Just picked up a load out here in Parrishville, New York, just outside of Potsdam. The load weighs 46,180 pounds. The truck empty was 33,640 pounds for a grand total of 79,820 pounds. It's all legal. That's all that matters, right? Right. Supposed to drop this out there in the land of Solvay. I've got 3 hours and 30 minutes left on my 70. I still got to take my 30-minute waste of time break. So I might just be taking this back to the yard in Syracuse and dropping it, because I don't know if I'll have enough time to drop it over there in Solvay. I guess I'll see how things go after my 30-minute no, actually it's not a DOT waste of time break. It's just a waste of time break required by my company. It's a 30-minute break, and I'm still a little bitter over that. Enough said. Rolling southbound and down, loaded up and trucking. Rolling to the weekend, making it happen. Life ain't perfect, but life is pretty good right now. It's a great day to be alive. Make sure you look both ways before crossing the street. Green means go. Let's go, man, go. That's a little bit tighter than the turn up here. Still got it done though. That's all that matters. One, two, three, four. 3:40 in the afternoon. 71 degrees Fahrenheit here in upstate central New York, which is beautiful. The load that I picked up there in Potsdam, dropped that over in Solvay, and bobtailed back to the yard with 2 minutes. 2 minutes left on my 70-hour clock for the week. So I got 70 hours for the week. I would have had 72.5 hours if I didn't have to log out for that 30-minute waste of time break every day. I'm not going to get into that right now. That's a whole nother deal. I was asked to work tomorrow, Saturday. But when they called to ask me if I wanted to work, I only had like 4 hours and 40 minutes left on my 70. So I just told them I can't. Only got 4:40. So I can't do it legally. So it looks like I'm not working this weekend, which is awesome. I can use the 2-day recharge. Right now I'm going to lock up the truck, throw out my garbage, put my paperwork over there in the box, head on home. I haven't been home in like 3 days. So it'll feel good to be home, hang out with my kid and my cat. There's a lot of live music going on this weekend. I might get out to see some. I might not. I don't know. It depends on how I feel. I've got a couple bike rides to do depending on weather. And I got a project that I need to work on that involves my bike. And moving forward, my bike cruises that I share with y'all here on this channel will be on my Greg Vlogs On channel from now on. Possibly the camping stuff as well. Still thinking about that one. But I'm going to head home. So until next time, I'll catch y'all later. Hasta la pasta and adios. Cheers.